Alright, so y'all gotta check this out. So this battery, which is, where are you at? Come here. It's bad. This is toast. You can't even charge these anymore as far as I know. But this goes, where's your cover? There's your cover. Well, it's upside down. There we go. West Coast Choppers that the car posted earlier. So I'm trying to get the headlights to turn on. And just the initial startup. I don't have a remote to this car, so I'm trying to figure out how to make the headlights work. Because I'm sure it was probably thrown in the trash 20 years ago. Who knows? But I didn't know it did this. Check this out. I mean, I knew there was a speaker, but I was hoping it was like a button I could push on a remote if it ever had one again. Answer is no. One second. So, here's the car. The headlights and taillights are wired on this. I was hoping that just putting that in there, because even I know I can't charge these. I've been in the position of being near one of those when you do charge it, and it's not good. But check this out. It's gonna get loud, so noise warning and headphone warning, I guess. See, the headlights are not coming on, and the taillights are not on. So if anybody's got an idea how to make that work, like, I have a sneaky suspicion I'm gonna be going in here in a minute and taking this all back apart just to find out where the wiring goes. I may also disable this. But, dude. Also, the wheels aren't flopping around, which is a good thing, because this does have hydraulics, or hydraulics. Turn that off, because this does have some form of weird hydraulics. I mean, they're not hydraulic, they're electric, but like, whoever thought this through did a damn good job, but holy hell. This thing's a mess. So, yeah. I just wanted the headlights to work. The problem I'm going to have is, yeah, I can probably figure it out, but when the body is off, the body is off. Like, the headlights have to be unplugged and the taillights have to be unplugged. So it makes it really not fun. But since I now know that just a 9-volt battery and the original battery's location works, I'm gonna go ahead and probably put the cover back on because there's no screws here. Probably do this somewhat and clamp it. That way the battery can't move around. Even though there is a piece of tape there. But yeah, I'm going to play with this. We're going to find out if I can find the headlights. Because it's all I care about. I wanted it to set on the wall. And if I flipped on this switch, I want the headlights to just kick on. That's obviously going to be a pain in my butt. But worth it in the end. Because I thought it would be cooler right there with the headlights and taillights working every now and again. Versus that, which is crazy. Alright, so I don't know where I left off exactly, but here's you can see the hydraulic, well, electric motor, then the power motor, which actually looks like it's powered by something that the Traxxas would have made. And my battery's still in there, and there's the speaker system, which they didn't make easy to come off, even though everything else is literally pinned to come apart, except for the motor. Also, this is steering here, and it's there, so that obviously didn't work. It was already unplugged when I got here, which I think I did that earlier and forgot to plug it back in. Still not going to help it, because now I'm going to have to go through, and every wire you see here, except for this one and this one, I'm going to have to depin. Because one, I don't need the stereo. I'm not looking for something that sits there and revs up and runs, though it sounds cool. Unless I can clean up all the rest of this, which doesn't work. Which doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. So, let's do the whole thing and see if we can get it done. I mean, obviously I didn't just go snap and it worked. So, back in a flash. Maybe. We'll find out. Alright, so there's running lights on. That's figured out. Now let's see if I can get the headlights and the taillights to actually kick on. But, yeah. Alright, so I don't know if I just showed this, but check this out. So, this wiring here, I believe one of these should be, that's taillights. And if I hold this right here, it can ever so gently glow, that's headlights. Which means my battery's about dead, which is fine for a 9-volt. But I think since I now know what I'm messing with, I'm going to just put this all back together. But if you look, there's no more wiring in here. Yeah, I've got stuff tucked out of the way because I don't want it all over. I also need to get rid of this wire here because it doesn't do anything. Because I tried running from here to there, and the wiring was, well, it wasn't that it wasn't having it. It's there's a bunch of stuff over here that started clicking and coming on, and I'm like, oh, right, yeah, can't have that. So there's that. So I'll get it back together. It no longer makes noise, which I got the deal over there, and I made it to where if I want to put it back on, I can, but I probably won't. But I do love immensely that I have front turn signals and back turn signals lit, which I could probably de-wire and rewire and make it work. Like, I could probably de-wire the turn signals and rewire the headlights. If I was really bored, I could probably put a switch on it where I can flip it on and off, or center and central. Kind of fun. So, yeah, there's that. But I like the fact that just the turn signals come on now, running lights. Kind of gives it a sinister look. So, we're going to roll with it till I have another 9-volt battery and can make sure it doesn't just go boom when I turn it on. Right now, it's the lights are on, but of no real use. Also, if anybody's curious, if you're messing with the wiring and you do try to fix it, that soldering iron's still hot. You can run from right here, which is hard to explain. Here's a T that has power, and your headlights and your taillights and turn signals are right there. And from there, your headlights are there and taillights are there. So you got one there and one over here. At least that's what I'm finding. But you can't run a jumper wire from here to there because you'll turn a bunch of stuff on the board on. Thusly, there's a 9-volt battery in here. It will run down really fast. So, yeah. But I want to get rid of my jumper wire and that wire and